Hello everybody, my name is Hailey and today we are going to be making a super delicious apple pie because it is fall and I feel like apple pies are just one of those iconic fall desserts and I've not made one yet on my channel. See, I've got all my fall decor in the background. I'm very excited for fall, it's my favorite season and it's still warm here in Texas, but that's okay because I've got this delicious food to make it feel more like it's fall. Let's get started. So first, we are actually going to make this apple pie with like a sauce and then the apples and then combine them. I made an apple pie before where you just mix everything together with the apples, but it's so much better when you make a separate sauce and it doesn't take very long. So it's definitely worth it. I have a little sauce pot here and I'm going to add in 1 stick or half a cup of butter. And I'm using salted, but you can use unsalted. What? Not me saying that butter is gross, me trying to not fall over while I'm doing this. Because there's really no reason for me to be falling over. I'm just kind of clumsy. Just a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna turn this on like medium. And we're just gonna melt the butter. Also, before you get started on your filling, you want to make your pie crust, which I have already made ahead of time. We just had these in our fridge because Samuel accidentally made way too much pie crust, which is why I'm making pie today. Happy accidents, that's what I say. Bob Ross. And then after you make your pie crust and you chill it, then you can get started on the filling. I have a really great flaky pie crust recipe and I will link that in the description box if you would like to make it. All right, my butter is melted and now we're gonna add in 3 tablespoons of flour. Just whisk it in. And then to sort of cook the flour, we're gonna simmer this for 1 minute. All right, it's been about a minute and then we're going to add 1 cup of granulated sugar and 1/4 cup of water. And then you're gonna wanna bring this to a boil and then simmer for 3 minutes. Okay, so while that is simmering away, come on over to my little apple station here. And I've got 7 apples, which you're gonna need about 2 1/4 pounds. And I'm using Gala apples because that's what we have on hand, but you can really use any apple you want. I know a lot of people really like Granny Smith apples though, and also Honeycrisp apples. I've got a peeler here and I've seen people do it with a knife. It looks torturous, so I would recommend getting a peeler. It's gonna be a lot easier than doing it with a knife, or at least for me. And I'm just gonna peel the skin off of all of these apples. All right, my sauce is boiling and then I'm gonna let it simmer for 3 minutes. Okay, I think my sauce is done and now we're gonna set it to the side to cool while we finish prepping the apples. Are you guys ready to make some apple pie? Yay! Everybody, here is Hailey's Scontrino! Hailey's Scontrino. Hailey is my best friend. I love her apple pie. It is so darn good. Yep, this is my friend, Flat Apple Lady. Yep. Yeah, that's mine. So glad to be baking with you guys. Yay! Aww. I haven't finished peeling all of my apples, but really quick, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to cut them. So I'm just going to cut around the core. If you have a core, you can use that. Try to cut as close to the core as possible so we can get lots of apples. And then I'm going to take each piece and slice it up into very thin slices. So now I've got a bunch of little apple slices. And I'm just gonna do this to the rest of my apples. Okay, so now that we're all done stirring together the filling, it looks so delicious. I'm going to set this to the side, and we're going to roll out the pie dough. So first off, I've got a 9-inch pie dish right here, and I'm gonna spray it with some cooking spray. We do not want the pie crust to stick. And then you're going to flour your work surface. You're gonna need a lot of flour. And then just unwrap one of these pie dough discs here and sprinkle some flour on top. Flour my rolling pin too. And just to make sure that nothing sticks. And then to roll it out, I'm just gonna start by pressing down on it like this. And then I'm gonna turn it. If it cracks anywhere, just pinch it back together. Every once in a while, I'm just gonna turn the dough, and that's to, number one, so that we can roll it both ways and it's a circle. And then also to make sure that it's not sticking on the bottom. Okay, I think I'm gonna start rolling it out. Just rolling it very slowly, slowly pressing out the dough. And you're gonna want this to be a 12-inch circle. We're close to a circle. And this rolling pin that I have helps me roll it out to the perfect thickness because it has these little rings. And so this is an 1/8 inch thick. And then this part is a little bit tricky, but you can do it. So we've got to somehow get the pie dough from here into the pan without letting it fall apart. So what I like to do is just roll it over my rolling pin like so. And then we're just going to lay it down. There we go. Beautiful. And I'm going to be very careful not to stretch it out because we don't want it to be too thin. See, what I'm doing is it's laid across the top, and then I'm just going to lift it up and then set it down and kind of press it in. And since this is a double crust pie, we're not going to cut off the extra yet because we might need it later. Once you've got your pie dough in your pan, take a fork and just stab it a few times. One time when we were making pie, we did not poke it with a fork. And there was this huge spot where the crust bubbled up and it pushed all the fillings to the side, so we do not want that. And then we're going to pour all of our delicious apple filling into the pie crust. Just look at that. Ooh. It looks so good. I just want to eat it all right now. Careful not to get it too close to the edge because then it'll make it hard for you to seal the other pie crust on top. Right, just gonna press this out nice and evenly. And now it's time to move on to the top crust. And if you want, you can just roll out your pie crust the same as what we did earlier and then lay it across the top, and then you'll have to put slits in it. But I think it's really cool when you do lattice on top of pies. And I used to never do it because I thought it was really hard, but it turns out that it's not really hard. It's actually quite easy. Okie dokie, so starting out the same, lots of flour on your work surface, flour on top, and I'm just gonna roll it out into, once again, a 12-inch circle. And then I'm gonna cut this pie dough into 12 equal-sized strips, and you can use a pizza cutter or a knife. I've got this thingy. I'm going to take half of my pie strips and I'm going to lay them across the dough, kind of evenly spacing them out. And I'm going to try to do something new today. I'm going to try to do a diagonal lattice. So we're all trying something new. And then you're going to take your pie strip and you're going to fold it back halfway, and you're only going to do this to every other one. And then you're going to take one of the other pie strips and place it down and then fold this back over. It's kind of tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, it'll be so easy. And then I'm going to fold back the other ones that I did not fold back last time. Should be the ones that are under the pie strip that we just laid across, and then fold them back over. All right, so there's half of it, and now I'm gonna do the other half. All right, I finished doing my lattice pie crust, and now, normally I would crimp the edges, but my dough was very sticky because it was too warm, and then also the filling is kind of spilling out, and then it's making it very hard to crimp it. So I'm going to take my extra dough, flour, and I'm gonna roll it out to hopefully make a little twist or a little braid to go around it. Oh, but before you add anything on top of your pie crust, you're going to need to egg wash it. So egg wash is basically just 1 egg with a tablespoon of water, whisked together, and then we are going to lightly brush it across the top, all over the crust, all over. You don't want to miss a spot because then this kind of helps it get like a nice golden brown color, and if you miss a spot, then it is going to look very odd compared to the rest of the pie. And then I'm gonna also brush that with the egg wash. Okay, so now we're ready to bake this. I am going to put it on another pan just for ease of taking it in and out of the oven. And we're gonna bake it at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes, and then you're gonna reduce the temperature to 350 and bake it for 45 minutes. But just keep an eye on it, because if it starts to get too dark, you're gonna wanna cover the edges with foil. And you'll know it's done when the crust is nice and golden brown and then the filling starts to bubble up. And then also, I almost forgot, I like to sprinkle more sugar on top of the apple pie. I think it gives it a nice finishing touch. Aww. And I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on top, just because. Why not? Alrighty, into the oven. Oh, it's kind of heavy. Ta-da! The delicious and beautiful apple pie is all done, and it has been cooling for like 45 minutes now, because you really want to make sure that your apple pie has time to cool so that the juices can thicken up, and then it won't be like a big mess when you try to cut into it. It's still warm, but I think it's ready. At least I want it to be ready, so it's gonna be ready. Look at this. Gosh, and also I just wish you could smell it because it smells amazing. Now the first piece is always gonna be kind of ugly, but that's okay. Oh, hot, very hot. Look at that. Oh, looks so delicious. Ooh, oh my goodness, that just looks so beautiful. Okay, I'm ready to try it. It's so good. There's so much flavor in the filling and like, oh, the cinnamon. I feel like I can taste everything, and then the apples are just perfectly soft. They're not like soggy. And this crust is good. Perfect apple pie. I did it. Oh, this makes me very happy because I made apple pie before. Didn't turn out completely right. So yeah, but now I can give everybody this pie. Well, anyways, thank you so much for baking with me today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button, and let me know what your favorite thing is about fall in the comments below. And I will see you next time. Bye. Apple pie is so good. And I've got my peeler here. Blah, blah, blah.